Hey guys, Crypto Mike here with the mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Hit the thumbs, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoy my live streams and new videos. Now you guys, things are getting pretty crazy towards the end of the year. Congratulations to anyone who's in cryptocurrency right now, especially the ones who are in Stellar and XRP, and seemingly the ones that focus on fast transfer of assets, quick transfer. I just noticed those ones have gone up a lot in the last few days actually. Now today, by the way, it's Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving. Today we're having a dip, and I believe also too it's the perfect dip to go tell your families about around the Thanksgiving table. All right, you're gonna have a lot of things to talk about this Thanksgiving, and one of them is crypto. Okay, you should just maybe end the night with crypto. That's when everyone kind of drinks a little bit. They get a little more open to new ideas. Anyways, tell your families, all right? If you're over there with your family, if your family's over at your house, whatever, tell your families about crypto. Tell them about your amazing experience. If you've had one, I hope you have. So anyways, I hope you have a good night tonight, Thanksgiving night. And let me tell you something. Regulations are being talked about more and more, and especially the last few days. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now go ahead. Go in the description and follow me on Twitter. Okay, so now the first thing I want to show you real quick is this tweet that I tweeted out yesterday, I think. Binance. Okay, and I was in a live stream with GDLT. Go subscribe to his channel. That was a fun live stream. Go check out. I think it was his second to last live stream. Anyways, and we were talking. He actually told me Binance is gonna close his door to U.S. customers. And no, I'm not talking about Binance U.S. Okay, Binance International. Okay, that's the one. That was the original Binance. That's the one that I signed up for, and I've always liked. And now, within 14 days, 12 days from today, actually, this was 2 days ago. They announced this. They're gonna close doors to U.S. customers, and on the same day, okay, Coinbase will suspend all margin trading. They announced that. And what's going on? Why are they cracking down so quickly and like all of a sudden? And well, it smells like regulations are coming. Okay, there must be some kind of rumors. They know something. Obviously, to me, it's obvious. And I think a lot of the people in the community think it's obvious too. And we've kind of been expecting, and I've heard the rumors left and right. Regulations will for sure be here in 2020. All right, so I think that's going to be pretty. I think we're going to have an extremely interesting December when it comes to cryptocurrency, guys. Now, let me show you this other article, okay, posted by, it's actually a thread posted less than 24 hours ago by Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States. You're going to love this. Listen. Last week, we heard rumors that the U.S. Treasury and Secretary Mnuchin were planning to rush out some new regulation regarding self-hosted crypto wallets before the end of his term. I'm concerned that this would have unintended side effects and wanted to share those concerns. It's interesting that as soon as things start going up, that's when they start posting all this FUD. Now, is it true? I don't know. Is it FUD? I don't know. I mean, it is technically FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's what FUD is, F-U-D. So, yes, it is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. However, none of this has come to fruition yet. For those who don't know, self-hosted crypto wallets also known as non-custodial wallets or self-custody wallets, are a type of software that lets individuals store and use their own cryptocurrency, instead of needing to rely on a third-party financial institution. Self-hosted crypto wallets are important because they allow anyone to use this new technology to access basic financial services, just like anyone can use a computer or smartphone to access the open internet. The open nature of cryptocurrency is what makes it a powerful tool for innovation, and it is what levels the playing field globally. It is what is fueling innovation, such as in DeFi. It has a potential to bring down the cost of financial services and improve accessibility. This proposed regulation would, we think, require financial institutions like Coinbase to verify the recipient owner of the self-hosted wallet, collecting identifying information on that party before a withdrawal could be sent to that self-hosted wallet. This sounds like a reasonable idea on the surface, but it is a bad idea in practice because it is often impractical to collect identifying information on a recipient in the crypto economy. Let me explain. Many crypto users are sending crypto to smart contracts to use DeFi apps. A smart contract is not necessarily owned by any individual or business who could be identified. It is a new type of recipient that doesn't have any direct equivalent in traditional financial services. Many crypto users are sending crypto to various merchants online, paying for goods and services. Does it make sense to require customers to help verify the identity of a business before they can buy a product there? No. Many crypto users are also sending crypto to people in emerging markets, where it is difficult or impossible to collect meaningful know your customer information. Some of these individuals are living in poverty and may not have any permanent address or form of government ID. For example, and he takes us here, wherever this is, let's see. Eat BCH. A peer-to-peer electronic cash-to-food system. Oh, cash-to-food. Okay. All right, so he gives us a little example. Many crypto users are using their crypto with these new types of applications online. Imagine if every time you wanted to upvote some content on Reddit or transfer an item in a game, you were hit with a form asking you to verify a recipient. Finally, many recipients in the US or abroad who value their financial privacy may simply not want to upload or identifying documents to various companies, which could be hacked or stolen. This additional friction would kill many of the emerging use cases for crypto. Crypto is not just money, it is digitizing every type of asset. Given these barriers, we're likely to see fewer transactions from crypto financial institutions to self-hosted wallets. This would effectively create a walled garden for crypto financial services in the US, cutting us off from innovation happening in the rest of the world. That wouldn't make sense at all. This would be bad for America because it would force US consumers to use foreign unregulated crypto companies to get access to these services. And long term, I believe this would put America's status as a financial hub at risk. Just like the US benefited enormously by embracing the open internet, it should embrace the open crypto networks and allow US citizens to move out their own money freely in the emerging crypto economy. If this crypto regulation comes out, it would be a terrible legacy and have long-standing negative impacts for the US. In the early days of the internet, there were people who called for it to be regulated like the phone companies. Thank goodness they didn't. We sent a letter to the Treasury last week, along with a number of other crypto companies and investors, articulating these concerns and others. So it looks like he had gotten in some information about this, and it's one of two things. It's either FUD it's either FUD, which happens when this comes, when Bitcoin starts going up like this. FUD always happens, around this time of year, around this time of the cycle. Or it's fact. Maybe the Trump administration and Treasury Mnuchin is gonna, Secretary Mnuchin, they're gonna push out some regulations before they, get out of office. I don't know, but we've been hearing about regulations, so that could definitely happen. And it looks like, with CZ doing his thing on Binance, and and then Armstrong doing his thing, it looks like things are starting to happen big time with crypto, and major eyes are being put on the cryptocurrency space. Check this out. Also, I just saw this on Medium this morning. More FUD about Coinbase especially. Now, this was actually written to Medium viewers, like the Medium app, basically crypto people, by Coinbase. Let me read it. An upcoming story about Coinbase. This is very interesting. Listen to this. In the spirit of transparency, we're sharing an internal email that was sent to our employees earlier today. Okay, this is the email that Coinbase sent to their employees today. The New York Times is planning to publish a negative story about Coinbase at some point in the next few days online, and it will appear in print on Sunday. Given that this story may be read by your friends, family, and professional contacts, we wanted to give everyone a heads up and provide some important context. I wanted to give you a heads up that the New York Times is planning to publish a negative story. As many of you know, Nathaniel Popper, a reporter at the Times, has been reaching out to the current and former employees for this story for the last several weeks. It's now clear that the story will allege that several black employees had negative experiences at Coinbase over the last few years. Although we generally don't alert the company to upcoming negative media stories, the exec team and I felt it was important to provide this heads up and important context because of the story's focus, and because it may be read by your friends, family, and professional contacts. The exec team also met with members of the Color Block ERG this morning to inform them of this article and to discuss their questions and concerns. As Brian shared with the Color Black ERG this morning, Brian Armstrong, we don't care what the New York Times thinks. The most important thing we care about is you, our employees, and what you think. The context. The story will likely quote 3 former Coinbase employees and a former contractor by name and include photos of them. All 4 had left Coinbase by the end of Q2 2019. The story also relies on information from other current and former employees, including leaked content from Slack, internal company meetings, and documents. The story covers our efforts related to belonging, inclusion, and diversity. Our positioning is as a mission-focused company, and the discussions we had within the company this year about Black Lives Matter. However, a significant portion of the story also focuses on major changes to our compliance and CX orgs that took place in 2018. The story will likely imply that black employees were discriminated against during this process. This is false. The story will also likely allege that a number of black employees and contractors referenced in the story filed complaints with the company. In reality, only 3 of these people filed complaints during their time in Coinbase. All the complaints were thoroughly investigated, 1 through an internal investigation and 2 by separate third-party investigators, all of whom found no evidence of wrongdoing and concluded the claims were unsubstantiated. We have shared this information with the reporter. Overall, we expect the story will paint an inaccurate picture that lacks complete information and context, despite our best efforts to fact-check details of the story with the reporter. Well, so what does he say? The New York Times. He's saying, Brian Armstrong is saying, the New York Times is basically going to put out a story that is lying about Coinbase. It's more FUD. This is more FUD. We're gonna hear a lot of FUD about Coinbase coming up, guys. Especially the first thing we heard a few weeks ago was that they took an apolitical stance. Now they're giving apolitical FUD. He's complaining about Trump doing this with regulations. That's not good. What are they thinking? You know, that's not a level playing field. And then now he's complaining about the New York Times, which is basically anti-Trump, and it's the opposite end of the spectrum, basically. And so he's saying we're right in the middle, but we're the good guys, you guys. Let me finish this off. Finally, let me be absolutely clear on these points. We are committed to maintaining an environment that is safe, supportive, and welcoming to employees of all backgrounds. We do not accept intolerant behavior, and we are committed to the refreshed belonging, inclusion, and diversity strategy we rolled out earlier this quarter. We take all allegations of inappropriate workplace behavior seriously, and we do not tolerate harassment or discrimination. If you experience or observe any potentially inappropriate behavior, you should report it to your manager, any member of the operating group or exec team, or directly to HR. This Confluence page outlines all options for reporting potential misconduct, including our ethics point hotline, which offers an anonymous reporting option. And the final thoughts, in general, we should expect more, not less, media coverage, both positive and negative, as we grow. And I was just saying that. I'm sorry, you'll have to deal with these types of questions and comments again. I know it's frustrating and distracting. Let us keep focus on building an amazing company together. By the way, this is still within the letter to the employees. After the story is published, it's possible that reporters from other media outlets will try to write follow-up stories, and they probably will, okay, based on the Times article. And they will reach out to the employees. So he's warning the Coinbase employees, hey, people are going to start reaching out to you. If you're contacted by a reporter, feel free to redirect their inquiry to our comms team. All right? So, and then he gives us some, like, when is the story going to be published? Did we know the Times was working on this story? Yeah. Basically an overview of what he just said. So, anyways, that was what I wanted to show you. Those three things, okay? I wanted to show you that first tweet, okay, where I said, Binance announcing it's closing its doors to U.S. customers in 14 days, and Coinbase Pro cutting off margin trading at the same day. It smells like regulatory certainty is known behind the scenes now. Okay, so Binance did this, ramps up the crackdown on U.S. So by the way, if you have a Binance account, get your shit out of it. All right, get all your coins out of it. Collect your dust, turn it into BNB. You know, I don't know if you need BNB to save on fees on Binance US. I'm not sure. So if it doesn't, then I would just sell it. But it still might grow. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We might expect a big crash, even though we did have a big crash today. But we might expect a big crash somewhere around that time, due to all these shit coins. That's what they're called. These altcoins that are not regulated. Okay, they're not. They weren't fit enough to be put on a regulated exchange like Coinbase or Gemini or Kraken or Binance US. Okay, so kind of go through your portfolio, make sure you don't have any whack coins that no one's ever heard of before, right? And make sure you're strong in coins that, you know, are on Coinbase, Gemini, Kraken, you know, the really good exchanges, okay? And Binance US too. Go check out what they have. I don't have time in this video, but you know, just go check out what they have on I don't use Binance US, so I don't even know what they have. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you, that one. And then Brian Armstrong's thread, okay, talking about the U.S. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin and Trump trying to push forward regulations before the end of the year, before Trump is out of office, okay, to crack down on cryptos so it's not as level a playing field, I guess. It sounds like he doesn't want this globalist thing to happen. He wants to make it, you know, a nationalist currency. He doesn't want the globalism, and he's been very adamant about that. So that's what you know, that's what I've done for this video to show you. Oh yeah, and then this letter. This letter is, it's interesting, but I didn't expect anything less. I wouldn't expect anything less from the New York Times, of course. They'll extort, or is that what it's called? Yeah, they'll basically just, yeah, they'll use Black Lives Matter. They use black people to put a story out, to get people's attention, to get them emotional. It's fucked up. I don't like that kind of shit. But maybe it's true. Maybe this is all true. I don't know. Brian Armstrong says it's not. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what comes. What comes of it. All right, guys. So, anyways, just hodl strong. Be smart. Allocate your, you know, take your stuff off of Binance. I would take my stuff off of any exchange, to be honest. The only exchange I would really trust my stuff on is like Kraken, just because it's you know, it's a bank. It's a crypto bank. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let you go. You guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. All right. Don't eat too much turkey, or you might sleep like all day, and you know, I don't know. You might miss my next video or something. I don't know. So anyways, you guys have a good one. Hit the thumbs, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Love you guys. Be safe. Crypto Mike out. Peace.